Well, tax season is upon us, and getting an early start could help you avoid any last-minute disasters.
Money expert Rocco Carriero is here with a few tips to make sure you get the most out of your refund. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So let's get started first with, we need to get organized. You know, what forms do we need to have in place before we really even start the whole process?
Well, right about now, all of that tax information is starting to come in, right? All your 1099s, W-2s, K-1s, all that information's coming in. So you've got to make sure that you do a terrific job of maybe just creating like a checklist of knowing what should be coming in and checking off the box once you've received it. And if you haven't received it, it's very important for you to call the different financial institution to make sure that you get it, because it is your responsibility to make sure you gather up all your information prior to filing your tax return.
Yeah, and the good days, some of these, I don't know, our company, you can actually get it online sometimes when you need your W-2s and things like that. Let's talk about IRA contributions and what you have to keep in mind when it comes to taxes.
A couple important things with regards to IRAs. So prior to filing your tax return, you want to make your IRA contribution, right? Some people might have made it in calendar year 2019, or they may make it this year prior to filing. But the important thing with that is that you've got to make sure that you let your financial institution know that it is characterize it as calendar year 2019. So if you made it in January or February, if you don't mark it as 2019 and let them know, they'll mark it on 2020 as 2020, and it may not count.
You know, what always gets me, especially now with the laws changing, is the charitable deductions. Should you do the standard deductions? What can you deduct? Can you kind of walk us through that?
That's a terrific question. In 2018, the Trump administration revised the tax code. And under the new tax code provisions, they raised the standard deduction for heads of households, single people, as well as married couples. And a lot of people might just be selecting the standard deduction, but they should still look at doing the itemized deductions as well, taking a look at that, look at both of them, and see which way might actually be more beneficial for you.
All right, what kind of advice do you have when you are trying to estimate, which is smart, your tax payments ahead of time?
You know, estimated quarterly, some people are set up to pay estimated quarterly taxes, and sometimes people forget them. So you want to make sure that you've made all of your estimated quarterly tax payments, and you also want to make sure that you do the best job that you can in making sure that you have all your tax payments in prior to April 15th, because it's due. If you don't and you file an extension, that money is still due, and anything after April 15th does start to subject you to penalties and interest.
You know, all of this can seem daunting. So when do you know when you can do it yourself or when you should really go and get some help?
You know, that's a common question that you hear about. There are some terrific different types of
TurboTax,
different types of software tools that are out there. But my advice for the clients that we work with is always really to consult with a professional. There are a lot of advantages in working with professional tax advising people, because they could, number one, they could save you money. They get to know you really well. They know they know what you should deduct, what you shouldn't, and may be able to provide you with tax tips that may save you money to cover the cost of working with a real seasoned professional.
What are the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to preparing their taxes?
The biggest mistakes that people make is that they don't gather up all of their information, and they also wait to the last minute. So if you wait to the last minute, you might miss something. So right now is a terrific time to spend some time looking at all of your tax information to make sure you have everything together. Ask the tax professional any questions that you have. Don't wait until the last minute. So,
Rocco, you're talking about me.
I know.
I got last minute extension, please. So, no, good advice.
Thank you so much, Rocco Carriero. Thank you for being here and giving us these tips. Now, for more tax filing tips, head to our website. That's cbsnewyork.com.